crack it.
Hello everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be doing a quick hair tutorial on this hairstyle right here. I wanted to do like a summer hairstyle that didn't require any heat and that was easy to do. A hairstyle that I tend to wear quite a lot in the summer is ponytails, just because I think they're so easy. It keeps the hair away from your neck and, you know, it looks cute. I also wanted to incorporate a braid in it just because I feel like braids are so summery. If you did want to add heat, you could curl all this. I think that would look really nice. So if you want to find out how you can do this hairstyle, then please just keep watching. Okay, so I washed my hair this morning and then I just blow dried it quite roughly, and I'm just going to brush it through with my Tangle Teezer just to get out any sort of knots or anything like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a small sort of pintail comb and I'm just going to part my hair quite roughly down the centre where my parting naturally is. So if you wanted to do this in a centre parting, you could do. And then I'm just going to secure this out the way with a bobble. And what I want to do is I want to create quite a big, chunky, messy French braid on this side of my head, and then I'll sort of pin back all the rest of my hair with it. If you haven't seen it already, I did do a how to Dutch braid video, which I'll link down below. It's very similar to this, but with French braids you have to put the hair over rather than under, so that's the only difference. So I'll go through it as slow as possible. So I'm going to take quite a big section to begin with because I do want this to be messy. So this is a lot bigger. This is probably maybe 2 inches, so it's like double what I would pick up if I was doing a Dutch braid. And then I'm going to split it into 3 sections like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the top section over the middle, and then I'm going to put the bottom section over the middle, and then I'm going to grab some hair and add it to the top section, and then I'm going to cross that over the middle, and then I'm going to drop this bit of hair, just pick up a section, cross it over the middle, and then again I want to add some hair into the top section, cross it over the middle, and again drop in the bottom section, picking that up with extra hair and crossing it over the middle. And I'm just going to keep continuing backwards on my head. So I'm only grabbing small sections from the top and I'm grabbing quite big sections from the bottom because I want to keep the braid going back. So I'm just going to drop this, and what I'm doing is I'm putting my finger quite far up, so past where the braid is, and just grabbing it messily. Just adding that. You can just let go and then pull it tight because the braid will stay. So as you can see, you've got quite a messy braid going on. Then just grab a section at the top of my head. So as you can see, it's very small. Just adding it to the top there, like that. And I'll leave a little bit out by my ear and pick that up and add it. And I think that's all I'm going to get now, like that. And then I'm just going to braid this like a normal braid. I'm not going to go all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to leave probably maybe 1.5 inches, and then take a small elastic and secure that in place. So what you'll end up with is like a messy sort of French braid just going into your normal braid. So I've just let down the rest of the hair that's on this side, so I'm left with this, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this a bit just to make it a bit bigger and a bit fluffier. So I'm just going to pull on each individual loop just because I don't want it to be really neat. I want it to be a bit messy. Now I've got quite a big fluffy braid. So there's a couple of different things that you could do with this hairstyle. You could like curl the rest of your hair and leave it. You could do another one here and then sort of pin them back together. But because it's like a summer hairstyle, I feel like I personally prefer to keep my hair off my neck as much as possible most of the time, just because it helps keep me a bit cooler. I normally do one of two things. I normally put my hair into a bun, or what I'm going to show you is how I'd put this into a pony. So I've just pulled out some hair sort of around by my ear again, and I'm just going to put this back for just a minute so that I can see where my ponytail is going to go. And what I want to do is I just want to back comb this part of my head a bit, because you've got quite a bit of volume from having the braid on this side. I want to match it up a bit on this side. So I'm going to just very roughly section off a bit of hair. So you've got like a triangle section. And I'm just going to take, this is a back combing brush by Denman. I got this from Superdrugs. I'm just going to gently start to back comb sections and just pick up another bit. And I'm not being very precise, and I'm just doing it a couple of times because I want it to still be quite messy. I don't want it to be this kind of neat backcombing like effect. So as you can see, it's just given a little bit of volume and it's kept that kind of messy look. So I'm just going to pull all this back. I'm going to pull it back so that you can still see my parting. So normally when I put my hair into a pony, I'd brush it back, but I just want to pull it back and just brush out a little bit. So and then I'm going to grab it, and then I'm going to grab my braid and I'm just going to pull it. And what I normally do is I normally like to see like what angle looks best. So I'm going to pull it back like that and just hold it with my fingers. And I'm just going to grab the rest of my hair. And again, if there's any other bits you want to pull down, you can do that. And then I'm just going to grab my bubble and just secure that all in place. So then you can, if I have all my hair here to the side, you can see the braid, and then you can see my hair as well. Now another step, this is completely optional, but I don't like it when this is showing. My hair's quite a difficult hair colour to find a hair tie that will hide, will blend in well with my hair. You can find blonde ones and you can find brunette ones, and when I try them I can't really find either to blend them. So something I do to hide my elastic, I'm going to have to turn around for this, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me, what I'm saying. But I'm going to take a section from the bottom of the ponytail, like this. So it's a fairly thin section, but I want the section to be quite a long piece of hair because I'm going to be wrapping it around my bobble. And I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to wrap it around my bobble. You want it to try it so that it finishes wrapping underneath, because it's a lot easier to hide. So I'm just going to keep going. And so my one, you'll be able to see, but it's not going to finish at the bottom, it's going to finish at the top. So I'm just going to stop now anyway. I'm going to take a hairpin. If you can get the shorter ones, I definitely recommend getting these because they are so good for stuff like this. And I'm just going to pin it all in place so it goes sort of into the ponytail and hides under all my hair. So that now you shouldn't, I'm going to turn around and you shouldn't be able to see my bubble. So where my bubble's been hidden. You could also do the Dutch braid and then do it into a sort of fishtail braid or something like that. I think that would look really cool if you could do that. But I really like this hairstyle because it's messy, and it doesn't, having a low ponytail I find doesn't give me a headache as much as having like a really high tight ponytail. And you can keep this fairly loose. So what you can do is just pull at these bits a bit just to loosen it all up. And generally I find that massively helps when it comes to headaches, especially around my brain. I'm going to pull sort of these bits out and then just keep that tucked behind my ear. So I think this is perfect as well for like if you're going to school or something like that, just so that you can throw your hair up and you don't have to worry about it throughout the day, because you'll have bits of it fall out. But I think that's what makes a really nice summer hairstyle, is when people have got like bits falling out of their hair. I also think this would look really nice if you had like a headband or something like that. I think that would look really cute with like a maxi dress and going to the beach. I wish I was going to the beach. I really hope you enjoyed this hairstyle. If there's any other hair tutorials you want me to do, then just let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!